Greetings, my lovely pirates. Finally, I finalized what I wanted to say and my final review and opinion about the ship, and I will try to really give you some examples and test of some of the few stuff that I found out. I'm not going to change my opinion about the cutthroat ship. This is an account in which I am checking out the new heroes that you guys are supposed to be getting in case you are still in those new seasons. So basically what is going to happen in the future. So our topic for today is still discuss the Black Wraith versus the Warhammer. What used to make the Warhammer really fantastic, fantastic ship, is cost of strength. The reason is that it reduces the armor of your enemy ships when you deal any cutthroat ships. So it used to massively help you with battle, but right now, and because of how easy it is to get impact, I no longer see cost of strength to be that wow.
Come sail with me to Sky Castle's treasure, as shiny as can be. We've got gleam stones, cheaper than the rest, at 35% off. You know we're the best. No need for maps or a captain's call. At Sky Castle's shop, you'll be having a ball. Gleam stones for less, so don't delay, or you'll be sorry when they fly away. Gleam stones, shiny and bright. At Sky Castle's prices, you'll be feeling light. Gleam stones, treasure so bold. Get them now, matey, before they're sold.
Like long time ago. Another thing is that you will find out that we only have a targetable hero, just one targetable hero that literally targets the weakest enemy in the enemy's fleet, which is Margaret, and she's not really that strong. You are going to get her easy early on, but the most interesting skill that she's having is this one: deal cutthroat damage equal to her attack. This is the most important thing, okay, to the ship with the lowest HP on the target fleet. So the main use about the cutthroat ships, they actually have two uses. The first use is with the cost of strength, so you can debuff the enemy and make their armor garbage so you can kill them fast. The second use is that it takes out enemy mini ships like fast, takes them out, so they'll end up with less ships, and it ignores armor too. So here, if you can see, the interesting fact about this, that it targets the lowest HP on the target fleet and it kills it faster. But obviously the damage is garbage. Damage is really not that great, even with the cutthroat damage factor that ignores armor. Still, the damage is not really that crazy, given this is a very easy hero to get. So let's go back to the ship crafting and ask the following question. So if you are going to ask me, Bird, is cutthroat, this Warhammer, is it better or worse? No, it does not require a brain really to explain to you that this Black Wraith, it's bait ship. Obviously they are going to make it stronger, but I'm going to explain to you why it's actually stronger. So what is the difference between both of these ships is, if you take a look at all of the unique skills, even the ultimate skills, they are so basic. They target the same thing. Maybe the same old trick is going to be okay, because it records the latest damage that has been done. So if you have a cutthroat hero that deals crazy damage, same old trick is going to be really good, because it's going to copy the highest damage dealing hero you have on that ship, the cutthroat ship, and just copy paste the skill itself. But again, there are two problems with that. The first problem is the cut ship is a straightforward attacker. It just attacks directly a target, just a single target. It's not an AoE damage, so you should never expect a crazy damage when it comes to the cutthroat ships, because they are straightforward attackers who like targeting one single ship. But if you take a look at artillery, if you take a look at burning, if you take a look at drowning, those are AoE attacks that hits all the ships, or most of the targets, like 5 targets, 4 targets, like this, etc. So the damage that comes from cutthroat ship is not really as impressive as you would think, because it's just a single target. So what we are looking for in a cutthroat, even from the name, that it works like an assassin ship that's supposed to come in, kill a single target, and like helps you in the battle massively. Now if we paid attention at all of the unique skills that the cutthroat ship offers, it is just basic straightforward 14% damage, attack and extra crit. Like, all is okay, but basic, nothing of wow or crazy. Now the thing about the other black wraith is, I'm not saying this so you can wow buy it and it's a must buy. Out of all ships that has been released, Tidal ship, the cutthroat ship, and the siren ship, the Tidal ship is by far, Tidal raid ship is the best ship that I have ever got. This one is the best investment I have ever did. Not the siren, not the black wraith, even though black wraith is good. So let's continue talking about it. So here, this ship is going to spawn in season 2. So the minimum ship, this one, exactly this one, if you are in season 2, this ship is supposed to be there later on, and it's gonna recycle between, there will be a cycle between those ships and the Titan ship and the Siren ship starting as season 2. So what do we see here is it has 2 unique skills, and both of them is really strong, and it has 2 ultimate skill. Now, why you don't want sim all trick? You don't want sim all trick because it is literally the basic. There is nothing interesting about it, and there is nothing that is going to change the game. Nothing really wow. It is just going to copy the same skill. Like, let's say you have a 700 cutthroat hero, then it's going to do the same in just 10 seconds. But this is what we actually don't know. We don't want this one. Now, if you guys understand the aggro system on the ships, I'm going to release a video about it, then most of the time the flagship is the ship that is going to get attacked. So if you have an aggro, a high aggro on the flagship, every single time you are going to attack, all of your attacks are going to hit and affect the flagship, which makes this skill really not that great, okay? But the interesting thing starts from the lethal fury and the stealth arrow. Why? Because both of them target the lowest HP and increases the damage by blah blah. It's like, look, to target with the lowest HP and increases the cutthroat damage and can stack up to 4 times. This is very important, okay? Why? Because this is the first ship that has a targetable opponent. Like, if the enemy is having a weaker ship that is almost about to die, casting lethal fury on it is going to almost kill it, because this one is targetable. It has nothing to do with the aggro. You see the difference? In the flagship, usually you have something called aggro, and let me show you where I'm talking about here. Yeah, this one. So what aggro does is it makes the enemy ship attacks that flagship, which takes away the damage that's supposed to be hitting the other mini ships, so mini ships survives more often. Okay, so the damage that comes from this lethal fury completely ignores the aggro system and just hits the weaker ship. So if the enemy is having their like a drone ship, the droning ship or their burning ship is generating a lot of aggro or something, and they are almost dead, they have a lower HP, your cutthroat ship is going to directly attack those small ships and help you, support you in killing them. Okay, now the problem comes with the difference between stealth arrow and lethal fury. Stealth arrow is somehow more consistent, but lethal fury could be fucking crazy. Why? I'm gonna explain both situation between the lethal fury and the stealth arrow. The stealth arrow is going to trigger no matter what. So every 8 seconds, this stealth arrow is going to directly attack. No questions asked. It's going to always attack. always triggers. But Lethal Fury is not going to trigger if you are too powerful. If you are attacking a weak ship, a weaker enemy, if you are a strong ship and you're trying to attack a weaker enemy, I don't think Lethal Fury is ever going to work. Why? Because your ship is super strong, you know? And there is a condition here which says for every 5% drop on fleet's total HP, it's going to deal a cutthroat damage that is equal to the lowest HP and increase it, blah, 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 blah. So if you are strong already, your fleet power is never going to drop, which means this Lethal Fury is never really going to deal any damage, which is why I'm going to go back to my original server and show you. But before I do that, let me clarify why I think this ship is going to be extremely powerful on Season 5 onward. So you see here, in the heroes, there will be a lot of cutthroat heroes starting Season 5. We have barely any good one. We have Oni, we have Margaret, and we have Bones. These are okay-ish hero, nothing crazy. But then starting Season 5 onwards, you are going, from Season 5 itself, you are going to get 2 cutthroat heroes. This is the very first cutthroat hero that you are going to get in Season 5. And you are going to get another bastard who's really super fucking powerful. Where is that guy? Here, Scoran, which his skills synchronize very well with this new ship. So let's take a look at here, okay? So Scoran's killer instinct drives her to target vulnerable enemies, launching a fatal assassination of 5 hits on the target with the lowest HP. 5 hits means, look, if this is max 200, then we are talking about almost 1,000 fucking attack. 1,000 fucking attack. So here, let's take a look at this one, okay? It targets the lowest HP. Each hit deals a cutthroat damage equals to 100% of its hair attack. Once you max it, it's 190. Let's say it's 200, so it becomes easier when we do the math, which means you are going to deal 1,000 attack. You're attacking 5 times and it's going to become 1,000 attack. This skill does not synchronize very well with the original cutthroat ship, the one which says Sim Ultric. Why? Because this one takes the highest factored cutthroat ship. You see the difference here? If the factor is low, like 190, even though it's 5 attacks, so it's technically 1,000 attack, it's not going to be taken here, it's not going to be copied because it's lower, well, like a lower factor. What is going to be taken is something like Oni skill here. Oni skill, for example, is having 720%. So this is why I'm saying it's not going to synchronize well if you take the old cutthroat ship. So this new ship is only going to become better and better, stronger in the future. And I do apologize for talking a lot, but I'm just trying to explain to you how's the future of the cutthroat ships. So this is the first skill that you should be looking for in the future. And look at this, like seriously here. Summons a shadow clinging to herself. When the ship under her command uses a skill, current deals an additional damage equal to with the lowest HP ones. So every single time you do that, literally it's a killer. It's a killer ship that synchronized very well with this new cutthroat ship. Not only that, look at this skill. Scoran absorbs power from darkness, increasing her cutthroat damage by this for every 25% drop on the HP. This skill itself synchronized very fucking well with the ship itself. Like, the ship requires you to lose HP, and she requires you to lose HP to become even powerful. Look at even the final one. No one can get rid of Scoran when the ship is under her. When deals a critical hit, applies 1 stack of shadow to herself with 5 stacks of shadow, deals a cutthroat damage equal to 300% of her attack with the lost HP. This is another 700 damage factor, which why you will see that in Season 5 onwards, people are going crazy to even have 2 ships of cutthroat ships. But obviously I don't like to run 2 cutthroat ships. I would only prefer, since we have already a very nice cutthroat ship, so I would prefer to have only one cutthroat ship, and if I'm going to pick, I will obviously have to pick the new one. Now let's go to test what I just talked about in theory. Let's go back here and talk about this one, and let me show you. So I'm going to test in front of you now my original ship. This is the cutthroat ship. It has a very nice, decent stuff, good impact, 34 impact. Let's test the ship in 2 targets. Okay, let's see. We are going to pick up a 1 strong target, and we are going to pick up 1 weak target. Okay, so it becomes more accurate testing. Let's see. Regular ship that we are having. Let's take a look at the report. Okay, so this is the report. Okay, the guy is really massively strong. Okay, so what we are supposed to do here is take a look at the stats and look at the cutthroat ship. This is the cutthroat ship. He is dominator. He is very strong. Okay, and this is the regular damage when it comes to the cutthroat ship if we fought a stronger enemy. Now I'm going to repeat this test, but this time I'm going to pick someone who's actually weaker than me. Let me go and challenge my friend here with the same thing. So look at both scenarios. This is when I am attacking a weaker and using my cutthroat ship. Look, despite everything, still my cutthroat ship dealt way much higher damage, but it's still lower than my other 2 heroes, like my at least spawns. So this is a scenario in which I am fighting someone who's weaker than me, and this is a scenario fighting someone who's stronger than me with the Warhammer ship. And this Warhammer ship is enhanced 10 times, so it actually have more stats than the usual cutthroat ship. So I have here multiple reports. Each report is completely different target. I have taken someone who's way far stronger, someone who is stronger, someone who's mid-size, and someone who's weaker, so I can show you the damage output of it. So let's take this one as an example. This is the most recent one, and he is stronger by 20 million fleet power. When we take a look at the stats here, we will see that his own ship here did 46 million, and the damage of the cutthroat ship itself is high, and for me too. Here, since I got sank in here, the damage actually here is way more than the hero damage. Like, take a look at this one. I have 16 million here, which is like what? Like, this is 3, so this is like 5 times more damage the basic hero damage. So this is the case in which you are fighting someone stronger, and this is the case when you are fighting someone who's equal. So when someone is equal, again, it did the highest damage in here. As you can see, Bones didn't really score much in this report. Again, I fought someone who's way stronger than me. 215 million in here. Let's take a look. Look, it did score as if it was another artillery ship. Look at the damage. The damage itself of the ship is high. Why? Because I am dying fast, and it's so obvious if you die fast, your damage is going to increase. It's not impressive. It's not that impressive that you, oh my god, you have to switch and go into the cutthroat ship. That's really how the ship is. Again, let's see. He did not even have the new cutthroat ship. I don't think he even believes on that. He has like a bait ship. What else? Yeah, we have here another opponent in which he's weaker than me. Let's see. Again, even if the opponent is weaker than me, the ship overall damage was higher. And keep in mind, this one targets actually the weakest ship that they have. But as you guys can see, the ship is not wow or impressive like Siren, like this Tide Rage. But so it's really up to you if you wanna go for it. But again, the lethal skill is only going to work if you are losing HP. If you are not losing HP, if your fleet is fat as fuck, then how could you lose HP and how could you trigger the skill? And again, even if you go for the other damage dealing skills, if the battle ends fast, then it's never going to trigger. Some battles actually doesn't even last 10 seconds. Like, okay, let's try again and see how many seconds it's going to last. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is just one trigger of the skill itself. If I choose to just pick up the other skill that is called stealth arrow, it's 8 seconds only until it's activated. So regardless if the opponent can take some HP from you, I guess you can trigger the skill once or twice and still deal some damage. But it's not something that, oh my god, it's must get chip. So again, it's your money. If your battle lasts long, which I doubt really that your current ship or battles last long, more of 20 seconds onwards, then you would go for the other one. Where is that? Did they just? Yeah. So if your battle lasts, as I said, 20 seconds onwards, yeah, stealth arrow is gonna be good. But if it doesn't, if it's a fast one, lethal fury is still okay. Same old trick, triggers only every 10 seconds. So you have two options: 10 seconds, which doesn't sound like much really, and you have 8 seconds, and you have the burst mode, lethal fury, in which if the enemy took some of your HP, like the average size ships. Again, it all depends on you, but nothing really wow. If I have money, I wouldn't go for lethal fury, I wouldn't go for stealth arrow, I wouldn't go for this ship unless I'm really fan of cutthroat ship. This is my overall. But again, let me remind you, if this ship is better than Warhammer, yeah, technically the skills are really much better. But otherwise, I don't think it's worth paying so much money. If you have limited amount of money, I would definitely go for this one. This is the best ship I have ever gotten so far. Just so the people feel more confident, that doesn't mean that the ship is bad. It means this ship is not yet worth getting like the rest of the ships. For example, Siren or Tide Rage. We are not yet in Season 5, we are in Season 4. We have a limited access to cutthroat heroes, and I even repeated the test again in front of you guys for the same opponent. Really, there is no much difference. This ship is only going to shine in Season 5 onwards. Other than that, this ship is really overrated. So when I say overrated, it means if you have the option of buying other ships like the Siren or the Tide Rage, yeah, go for those and keep this one as the last option unless you are in Season 5, because I believe in Season 5 my opinion is going to change about this ship. That's basically it, guys. Sorry that I have taken so much of your time, and have a wonderful day.
Free. He's got a peg leg made of wood and steals your lunch like a pirate should. Squall, squall, Captain Cockbird's bold, stealing crackers and maybe some gold. He's got no map, but he's got a plan to swipe your snacks and fly if he can. He's no parrot, but he's got flair, with a pirate hat that's beyond repair. He might be small, but don't you scoff. He'll steal your ship, then fly off.